All right, we are now at the stage where we are working on part 3 of the curriculum topic study, which is the pedagogical implications section. So there's a couple of things I wanted to go over with you. The first is under the recording information about the CTS guide. You are going to be working on section 2, which is instructional implications, and section 4, research on student learning. And you'll see that there are I think 4 sources that get used today: the Benchmark for Science Literacy, the National Science Education Standards, the AAAS Assessment Bank, again, benchmarks for scientific literacy, and then making sense of secondary science. Now, the AAA Assessment Bank is something that isn't on your CTS guide, but it's something that I've added because I think it's really helpful in thinking about misconceptions. In the turning your notes into your CTS for submission, oh, nope, that's not the right one. Oops. In the steps to completing a curriculum topic study, yeah, there it is. It explains on step 4, you'll be also collecting information from the AAAS Assessment Bank. This is a new resource that has come out since the CTS guides were released in 2005, and it has really useful information for your CTS. And then in that document I just showed you, it's a guide of what to collect from that site. Now, there's also the guiding questions, as there's been for the other 2 sections. These are the kind of guiding questions to think about for the resources in section 2 and for the resources in section 4 that you'll be presenting. Your main goals in this third part of the CTS is to think about what are the instructional implications, so learning difficulties, misconceptions, developmental considerations, those sorts of things in teaching this content, and then also the research on that supports those sorts of decisions. And the last thing is I want to draw your attention again to the rubric. Under the pedagogical implications rubric, in order to get full points in the 3 categories on this section, you're going to list the most prominent student difficulties associated with learning the science content with your topic studied, and additionally explain why students have these difficulties. Then you're going to list the most prominent scientific misconceptions students have in relation to the scientific content knowledge associated with your topic, and additionally explain common sources of these science misconceptions. And finally explained in a nuanced fashion how to overcome all of the listed difficulties that we just talked about in the 2 categories above, and to avoid either creating or perpetuating scientific misconceptions related to your topic studied. This explanation should be supported by concrete instructional techniques connected with precision to specific science content. And that is how you get full credit on the 3rd section of your CTS. As always, there is the sample CTS if you would like to look at how the 3 sections break down.